Yeah. Hey, take another. I was just grunting and groaning. Sometimes you just gotta grunt and groan to feel good. Hey, Anunnaki. Hey, Squishy. Hey, Feral. Ditto. Hey, Vanna. Sorry. Just wanted to update my alarm while I thought of it. Make sure that I have my alarm set for Wednesday so that I can get up before my therapy appointment. 5th pack of Pez. Probably gonna kill you. That'll probably end up killing you. Inevitable diabetes will eventually kill you. Yep, exactly. Which dispenser? That's a very important question, Vanna. Yes, which dispenser? What's the dispenser? What's it shaped like? Whose head are you? Whose neck are you eating out of? Like some churros? Not something I eat. Hey, Rita. Don't have time to put them in the dispenser. I open the pack, dump them out, and eat them 2 at a time. One in each side of my mouth for max flavor. See, here's the thing, Take Mother. I would eat 2 at a time for symmetry. That is why I like if I were to eat Pez, I would eat 2 at a time for symmetry. I ditto. Anyway, work at home job that I only need to text on my phone. Nope. Nope, don't know that. Why would I want to know about a job like that? Texting? Ew. No. Did I not? Need one of those two? Spider-Man 2? No? Of course not, Anunnaki. Hey, Uncle Buck. Phone sex operators. I honestly don't know if that's still a thing. Job like the people on HGTV that work 20 hours a week have a budget of $1.5 million to build a house. I know. If only. That's my Wednesday. It is, yes. That's what I was looking for. Juneteenth? Nope. I mean, no. Happy Juneteenth. Yep, happy Juneteenth. I wouldn't get Juneteenth off for a couple reasons. First of all, we don't get holidays off at my job. Second, Juneteenth is an American thing. I am Canadian. Third, I'm way too white to get Juneteenth off. Like, I think there are a couple of black people at the. Hey, PK. Like, I think there are a couple of black people who work there. They could get the day off if, days got off. But no, I'm white. White people do not get Juneteenth off. White people do not deserve to have Juneteenth off. You're Canadian, does that mean you're from Canada? Yes. Sorry, I just figured while I was thinking of it, figured I'd start upload of my review of The Girl Who Would Be King. Hey, Nessa Jen. Will I be getting her? Hey, taking care. Any new girlfriends? No. Never. I actually go to that day off from my company with me. I'm white. Guess you have the nerve to get asked. Discrimination if you ask and don't get it. Well, either way, I'm Canadian, so hey, trailer. Justin Bieber. No, take another. I don't know people. Take another. You're always like, do you know this person? Do you know that person? I don't know people. I'm a hermit. I don't talk to people. Ask other Canadians if they know Celine and Justin. I don't know anybody because I don't want to know people. I don't want to know people. Leave me locked in my room. Do you know any other Canadians I can ask? No, that's the whole point. Take another. Hey, God. No, that's the whole point. Take another. I don't know people. I don't know anyone. Just leave me locked up in my room. Is my mom Canadian? Scottish, actually. But she's lived in Canada for like 50 years. Does my mom know Craig Ferguson? Um, Probably not. Kevin Pereira? I don't even know who that is. I love Craig Ferguson. He was one of my first crushes. Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. He seems like a pretty cool guy. He's Stone Flame. He's on G4. I remember him from Drew Carey show. Also, Taking Care. I didn't want kids. I didn't want kids then. I don't want kids now. So don't feel bad for me for that. Hey, lady. Canadian royal. Who's the Canadian royal family? You mean like Charles and that woman, as she's known? Because they're not Canadian, so they're not the Canadian royal family. I'm ending this bloodline permanently? Indeed. Hey, Stumpling. Um, Cartman, he's shit. Eric Cartman's an asshole. That's the entire point of his character, is that he's just the worst. That he's just the worst person on the planet. Mm-hmm. Take care. I'm gonna give you one chance to not talk about that shit anymore because I don't feel like debating that shit. So I'm gonna give you one chance and then I'm gonna block you. So I would advise changing the topic, or I'm just gonna block you. Enchanted Rose on the market. I'm looking for citrus that don't mind crazy. Pancakes or waffles? I always liked pancakes. I haven't heard of Enchanted Rose. Do I have a safe food? What's a safe food? I'm not like, what do you mean by safe food? Martha Stewart is lobbying to have work at home eliminated. Do I have a safe word? I don't. Order pancakes at a Waffle House and got laughed at, but I thought they had them. But that's always a good choice and it gets a coffin. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Yeah, plenty of stuff. Honestly, because of what are they? I mean, burgers are usually a safe choice. Chicken nuggets are always a safe choice, or chicken fingers. Um, Probably like, hey, lipstick wing spaghetti, or uh, lots of stuff. Most of what I eat would probably be considered a safe food. Like I'm not likely to get sick of it. I think just because of the maybe because like as a side effect of how picky I am. I can't really afford to get sick of anything. Like I can't really afford to get tired of any foods. So Favorite common Canadian food? I don't know. Nah, I don't really know. Favorite dipping sauce? Usually barbecue. Just, plain old barbecue dip sauce. Daniel Boone had an eye like an eagle and as tall as a mountain was he. I did not know that. Honey mustard? Um, don't know that I've had honey mustard. Heard about tin. Thought it sounded good. Yeah, I mean it's not something I would eat, but I mean it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, why isn't that more popular in other places? It does really seem to be an Eastern Canada thing mostly. Quebec and around Quebec. So Quebec, Eastern Ontario, and some of the and parts of the Maritimes. Yeah, even once you get into like Western, I think even once you start getting into like Western Ontario, like Toronto and west and further west, it's you don't really have the same sense of you don't really get the like Putin sort of like starts to taper off a little bit. Do a lot of Canadians know some French? I mean, a fair number do. Mostly it's Quebec and mostly it's Quebec, Eastern Ontario, and parts of the Maritimes. Um, Again, once you start moving further west, you get fewer and fewer people speaking French. Mostly females from your job. I think so. Maybe it's a bit of a mix. I think it's kind of a mix. Team meetings work. Don't have team meetings very often, or at least not ones that I um, attend. I think sometimes, like during the day, they have some team meetings, but I'm sleeping, so I'm not waking up for that shit. INF. No, no interest in any collaborations. Am I on the 18? No. Oh, shit, just realized I'll find out tonight. Just want to get up. So I'll find out tomorrow what my so I'll let you all know tomorrow whether my whether my shift is changing, whether I'm gonna have to get used to different time or anything. Thanks, Stoneflame. What was I doing in '99? Um, would have been 14, so that'd have been early high school or that'd have been late elementary school. I feel like that was probably like early high school. Wouldn't it have been? I don't know. Do you think the world was gonna end? No, of course not. No, I knew the Y2K shit was nonsense. Hey, Hamburger Eyes. Because I mean, I knew that people were taking care of, were fixing it. I was aware that paid for attending team meetings. I mean, only if I'm scheduled for them, so I might not be able to attend them still. But hey, no, Dreamcast, no, never had any interest in the Dreamcast. I was a Nintendo dude. I was a Nintendo kid. Yep, I was always a Nintendo kid. Was I scared 2012? No. And I thought it was ridiculous that people were, hey, cat poop. I thought it was ridiculous that anyone actually thought the world would end in 2012 just because that's when one Mayan calendar ended. Fun fact, another calendar started right after that. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that was the end of one specific calendar, but as a child in 2009 when that came out, I was freaked. Hey, Elvis. I freaked out when I read about the sun dying one day. I mean, that'll happen. Not for millions of years. Y2K? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't, I mean, again, like, I knew people were dealing with that. Like, I knew that, you know, I knew that Y2K wasn't going to cause any widespread problems because, of course, people were fixing it. If I could reincarnate into any animal, what would I be? Cat. What is something I look forward to? Your mom. Where was I in 9/11? School. English classes, I believe. I think it might have been an English class when it happened. Y2K. I mean, it wasn't a lie. It was just like, it was just the media loves to exaggerate shit to sell to get attention. And the two things that sell best are sex and fear. Shave my eyebrows off? No. The one's tattooed on? No. Eyebrows are useful. No. Shaving my eyebrows off does remind me of something. No, I'm not shaving my eyebrows off. No amount of money. There's no amount of money you can give me to shave my eyebrows off. Stumpbrick still stop by? Nah, I haven't seen her lately. Because she's not on at this time of night. I haven't seen her in my past. I haven't seen her in my regular lives lately either. Shave mine for 50K. Well, I'm not you. Take another. What about Sexy Fear? That sells the best. Does she have a comic collection? I don't remember if she does. Well, I think we're back. I mean, apparently they may or may not. $1 million, but you never watch any Star Wars movies again? Sure. I'd be fine with that trailer. Genuinely, I'd be fine. Thoughts on Canada losing to USA? I don't care about sports, Anunnaki. That's my thought. Oh no, whoopee! I don't care. Yeah, truth is, trailer. I'm probably never going to watch a Star Wars movie again anyway. Like, not unless. Hey, Iggy Head. Truth is, like, unless Disney gets broken up, because like right now Disney is semi-monopoly. So like, unless Disney gets broken up, I just really am not comfortable giving them more of my money. So, did you have hyperfixation from Exit? I believe so. I think I did. What was it? Who fucking cares what she said? $1 million, we never play another video game. I'll pass on that one, trailer. I don't play a lot of games as it is, but you know, I would like to keep playing some now and then. What about Pixar? What about Pixar? Am I hyperfixated on Fluttershy? No. Yeah, but I don't know if I had hyperfixations. I did definitely have things that I was obsessed with. Thoughts on growing out pubic hair for as long as you can and then braiding it? It's not like I'd shave my pubic hair anyway. Mobile game? Nah. Nah, there's no mobile games I'd be interested in playing again. There were a couple that I played for a while, but nah. Most of them are just cash grabs. Like most mobile games are really just money sinks. Like if you're not willing to spend significant amounts of money, you're just never going to get ahead. Pay to win. Damn near pay to play for some of them. Like I remember there was what was it? Marvel Strike Force or something like that. I think it was Marvel Strike Force. If you're not dropping like $100 a month, don't even bother with any PvP. Like genuinely, just don't bother with PvP if you're not spending $100 a month because you're not going to win a single fucking match ever. Hey, Jenna. Like you will just always fucking lose. Marvel Future Fight was when I stopped playing Marvel Future Fight, it was very much moving in the direction of drop a lot of money or PvP is just not worth bothering. And like I found Marvel Future Fight, like for a long time, I found Marvel Future Fight to be to be a mobile game that was generally pretty forgiving towards people who weren't interested, who weren't willing to pay, who didn't pay. But it was very much moving in the direction of pay or lose. I mean, I did play a little bit of GTA 5 once. Whatever. That's on DSP spending 50K on WWE Championship. Yeah, that sounds like an addiction. I mean, if he's got the money, then cool, whatever, it doesn't matter. But VHS board game called Nightmare? I did not. Go to Strip Club GTA. I have no idea. I don't recall at all. $50K for a JPEG? I know, yeah. And I mean, that's what mobile games are. Yeah. Pay $100 to get this JPEG. Fuck that noise. Aren't they illegal in some countries? Probably. Pay $50K for a J-Dot. Microtransactions, yep. How's a JPEG? An image. So you're paying $100 to get a picture of a character. Should I get a red dot sight for my Nerf gun? Absolutely. From King of the Hill? Ah. Yeah, I'm thinking like it's not a mobile game, but Star Trek Online is one of the worst offenders I've ever seen for that. Like, honestly, it's Star Trek Online was disgusting for just idiotically priced. Like, if you wanted to get a different ship, you were dropping at a minimum $60 for a ship. Often you might actually end up paying like $100 just to get, this decent starship. $50 for a bridge. Like because like you can sort of go inside your starship and go on your ship's bridge and engineering and do absolutely nothing there because there's absolutely nothing you can do actually on the ship itself. So yeah, $50 for something that you will never actually $50 for something that you will almost never actually look at unless you are deliberately going to look at it. It was stupid. Just utterly pointless, just utterly ridiculous how much they charge for every fucking thing on that game. Hey, Being, not yet. Nicki Minaj, not really my thing. She's not really something that I like. She's not my style. Just want to pay to get rid of ads. And I'll suffer through the ads. I'm cheap. I'll suffer through the ads. What do I care? Oh no, I have to sit. No, I have to wait 30 seconds before my thing starts. How horrible. Will I turn into roll? I don't know. I don't really know yet. That's something I'll have to keep thinking about. Like every 2 seconds. Depends. That's when people use that block. Yeah, that's fine. I got nothing against them. Boycott of mobile games. I mean, it's not like I'll be playing any mobile games. Well, I know. I don't know. I get off my ass and start doing some research to figure out, like when I get off my ass and start looking into it to figure out how the fuck I even go about transitioning while I live in Cornwall. Elvis, no, I don't know people. Magic the Gathering Arena on your phone? No. I don't care about Magic the Gathering. I wouldn't play it. I don't care about Magic the Gathering. Make note of the other mobile games in the ad to make sure I never download them. You're not wrong. I'll just stay one. Why do I hate everything good? Because it brings me pleasure. Hey, Ravishing. Because I'm a contrary son of a bitch. Don't know John Candy. Nope, never met the guy. How many sit-ups can I do? I mean, I'm sitting up now. Does that count? Like to make the mom and daughter suffer in those heads. You can testify. Sit up out of bed. Exactly, Uncle Buck. Gaming consoles. I do have a Nintendo Switch, but I don't really use it. Mostly it's just on PC. I had a dream, but I don't want to talk about it. I remember I think there was one. Do I have dreams? Probably, but I never remember them. Yeah, I feel like I did have a couple. Like, I feel like there were one or two games I saw in mobile ads. I was like, yeah, I'll give that a try. Yeah, I was like, yeah. It seems like a interesting enough thing. Yeah, sure, I'll give it a try. And then I ended up deleting them. Uninstalling them. This wasn't like a few too many ads and took too long to get to any challenges, like any of the challenging levels. PC better than consoles? I mean, I don't know. It's personal preference. I will note the big advantage. I feel like one of the big advantages PC has over consoles is mods. If you want to be able to mod your game, it's a lot easier to do that on a computer. So, like for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, for example, when I got Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the fact that I got it on PC meant that it was a lot easier to install certain mods. The Pinnacle Station for Mass Effect 1, not that that was a great one. And a couple little minor things in 2 and 3. Just want to know what everyone's sleep paralysis demon looks like. If you can't watch your Sims have sex, what's the point? Even if you can watch your Sims have sex, I don't really see what the point is. Who's my favorite mod? I'm not going to pick. It's downloading Sims 2 mods and completely ruining the family PC. You travel across the border to America, do you have to go through the border control and show your passport? Yeah. Pretty sure, yeah. It's Sims Cuckold Fantasy. Who is your favorite viewer named Trailer? It's Trailer Joe. Gotta be Trailer Joe. Can't stand Sims. I know, Keisha. A couple months ago, I tried installing Sims 4. Played it for like 20 minutes. I was like, God, this is so fucking boring. Joe's close to my real name, so I'll take it. No, it's not a matter of mods. It's just, it's a boring ass fucking game. It's a boring ass concept. To me, at least. I don't control everything. I mean, that's kind of part of the problem as well, is it's constantly moving them around and like having them do this, do that, having them interact, and this is just it just gets tedious. Like it just gets really tedious really fast for me. Making my enemies and just letting them sink or swim. Murder and break up marriages. Love love and getting rich. Yep. The way they talk drives me nuts. Yep, there is that as well. I sort of have to mute. Joe. My chat is unhinged yet. Sorry, it's a different Trailer Joe. I'm filing a formal complaint. Hey, man. What if we were all in a Sims game now? I hope not. So I had a one-on-one with my coaching with my manager today, with my team leader today, my supervisor. Our goal is to do like around 150 tickets a week. So like the goal is to do 150 tickets a week. with like that being like, you know, if you don't hit it, that's fine. You know, as long if you're close, you know, if you only get like 130, sure, that's great. I did 191 last week. Hey, Ghostface. I did 191 tickets in 1 week, which is like, which is honestly a ridiculous number to do. Like, she was like, "You need to do less." Like, I'm doing way more than I'm actually. Like, I'm doing too many tickets at this point. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm doing too many tickets. Like, I'm doing like the goal is around 30 a day. I'm doing close to 40 a day. Like, it's more than than I need to do. It's more than I'm meant to do, and it's yeah. So yeah, apparently I do need to ease up on the number of tickets I'm doing. But the problem is like it's actually like she wanted me to sort of do fewer. Are you leaving, Uncle Buck? Oh, she just said like, you know, normally she can rely on me to do tickets, and it's just like, yeah, that 191 is just too many. Okay. Good night then, Uncle Buck. Anyway, here's something I'm curious about. Did anyone watch the Stan Lee documentary on Disney? Hey, Trailer Ho. Isn't it? Yeah, it just came out a couple days ago. Should you? I mean, probably not realistically. Um, New Antenna Trailer. Is it good? I don't know. I haven't watched it. What I was curious, like, I was just curious if anyone's watched. Like, I was curious to ask if anyone watched it, just because I was curious if it was. I was just sort of curious if it really went into the ways in which Stan Lee fucked over artists. Because he did. Like, a lot of love for Stan Lee. I've got a lot of appreciation for Stan Lee. He absolutely played a role in Marvel's success. The sort of voice he brought, the writing voice he brought, and then the persona he created as a hype man for comics. He did do a lot. But holy shit, did he ever fuck over the artists. So I was curious whether the documentary really delved into that aspect. Gonna have to watch it now. Because what I've heard is that it was basic. What I've heard is that it is basically just an infomercial for Stan. That it kind of touches. That it might kind of touch on that stuff, but that by and large it is not particularly critical of him. That it does often take his side of his version of events, even though his version of events were usually lies. Usually, or at least not necessarily lies, but stories. His versions of events tended to be what he saw as good stories rather than actually true. I am not on Instagram. If you need to send me something, you can do it on you can send me shit on Twitter, or you can send it to my email. So watching commercials? No, I don't. It's either Twitter or my email. He's my favorite infomercial person. I mean, he was a shitty person, but the slap chop guy was pretty entertaining. Billy Mays, Billy Mays was cool. Billy Mays had good energy and everything. Yeah, the dude from like ShamWow and actually that's what he started off doing the guy who started off doing ShamWow, and then he got in trouble for hitting a woman, for like being abusive, and then he got this slap shot, and then he got a slap shot. Like it was one of those things that's like, okay, so he got in trouble for hitting a woman. So you give him a commercial about hitting things. Why are people on infomercials so incompetent? To make the viewers feel less terrible about themselves, I guess. Anyway, give me a second to check. Representing the everyday person. Indeed, yes. Girls Gone Wild? Nah. Actually, I might have downloaded. I might have torrented one of the Girls Gone Wild videos once. I'm trying to think if I ever torrented it. Probably, like it probably is like probably as a teenager I found a way to download it or something. Downloaded one of them. I used to be so confused as to why my parents wouldn't give me their credit card to order things from infomercials. Miss Lawnwire. Yeah. Napster. Yeah, and the your email hasn't actually come through yet, Val. Love downloading a song and then hearing Bill Clinton. What do I use now? What do I use now? Totally legal means, obviously. Sent it on Twitter? Ah. Haven't received it on there either then. Rebel the viruses yet. See, following me. See, you're following me now. Twitter doesn't seem to be cooperating very well tonight right now, actually. I don't know, Twitter might be having some... My Twitter might be having some issues. You said good night? Good night, Jenna. But yes, like without the like it's X-Men or it's all one word. So it's all one word. No hyphens, no slash. Or well, I mean the hyphens are in like the screen name, but like the at. So it's at X-Men Expert without any. The very least, you are following me. Elon probably block IG. Entirely possible, actually, though. Beyond that, Twitter's just being really fucking weird for me right now. pretty sure Twitter's just having weird technical issues right now. Which, how shocking. Who would expect Twitter to have technical issues these days? Anyway, I think I'm going to end the stream here. I think I'm going to call it an evening. So, good night for now, everybody. See you in the next live. See you next time. We'll have a book review up tomorrow. Good night, ladies. Oh, you have a question, Keisha? All right, get your question in quick. Quicker, Keisha. Get it in quicker. Taking too long. I don't pick favorites, Trailer Ho. I don't pick favorites, Trailer Ho. Your question didn't post, Keisha. It's a tough luck. You'll have to ask it tomorrow. You'll have to ask it next time. So, good night, everybody.